Does anyone else think, other than me, that this carbon tax insanity has just gone too far? I mean, it's just getting crazy. A lot of liberal people do not like it. No conservative people like it. Even the party of the NDP, the party of taxes, even some of them are saying it's insane, and their supporters even think it's insane. And trust me, when the NDP of all people say that something's insane, then you can bet your sweet ass that it's insane. Right? Like, I mean, it's crazy, but yet Trudeau, just like every other stupid policy he's made, he just has no idea when to let it go. And he doesn't care who it hurts, whether it's himself, his own party, or his own citizens. He doesn't care. He's even like hurting himself. Not financially, of course, but he's going to cost himself, he's already cost himself his prime minister job. I mean, he should have been taken away from him a long time ago by the people, but we elected him back in 2021. So he's still there, and he's likely to be there for another couple of years or so. Yeah, there's rumblings of an election in the spring of this year, of 2024, but don't count on it. I don't think the NDP thinks it's the right time to do it, and they're not going to do it. They're just going to wait it out. And I've talked about this before. I think it's a bad idea for them to wait it out because they're going to be as good as they're going to look as good as they're ever going to look. Because 2 more years of Olivia Chow and Andrea Horwath it's not going to go well for their party. But it's so crazy how Trudeau just keeps pretending, even though he's not hit any emissions goals, even though he himself will take a private jet on vacation. He somehow thinks that, this is better for Canadians and we have a plan for the climate and Pierre Poilievre doesn't have a plan for the climate. Well, here's the thing, dummy. The more people there are out of poverty, the more people are going to care. If you're worried about eviction or worried about getting groceries, you don't care about the environment. You have a more pressing emergency that you're facing just by looking at your empty fridge or the fact that there's barely any food on the dinner table. Or you can't buy Christmas presents for your kids or your wife or your husband. Everything else, when people are worried financially, they don't care about too much other things because it's such a huge stress. Well, what about the future? If you don't have finances, you don't have a future. Like, it's crazy to me how, he just keeps doing this while blatantly shoving it in our face how he leaves the biggest carbon footprint out of anybody. It's like, dude, drop the tax already. No, we got a plan, it's going to work. It hasn't been working. Yeah, we'll just keep doing the same thing over and over again, even though it doesn't work. That's insane. Pretty sure that's actually the definition of insanity. And if it's not, it's very close. So, and he's not going to drop the tax. He's not going to do anything good to fix the problems. He knows he's done. He's going to take Canadians with him. So hopefully there can be an election sometime in the spring. I'm just not too hopeful about it. It's hard to be hopeful these days. It's easy to be very pessimistic. But going back to my point on how if more people are wealthy or at least out of poverty, the more they will care. Because if things are good in life, generally speaking, you can then move on to other things. Okay, I'm not worried about getting an eviction notice. Maybe we can look into this climate, see what we can do. The more wealthy people are, the more likely that they can afford good education. Well, the more intelligent people are, guess what? The more of a chance you have of someone having a good idea to fix the climate issues. But if you don't like Justin Trudeau's plan, apparently you're a climate denier, which is pretty hard to do in Canada considering the climate changes every friggin' day. So it's not that people are climate deniers. He's just upset and he's throwing all these tantrums in question period. Okay. Yeah, that's getting shit done. Like, he's just such a clown. And I'll be honest with you, in 2015 when he won, I didn't vote for him, but I wasn't too upset about it. I was, okay, cool, young guy, maybe he's going to be different. I had hope and optimism. If I thought back in 2015 that we'd be in this spot in 2023, I wouldn't even believe it. I was like, no, there's no way a prime minister can be that awful. Not in Canada. And then not only did that happen, we were stupid enough to elect him for the 3rd time, and there will not be a 4th. Apparently, about 20% of Canadians still like this guy. Somehow, I don't get it at all. And I'm not saying the Conservatives have a great track record, and certainly the NDP doesn't either, but how in the world can you not move on from this guy already? You're going to actually go to the polls and vote for this clown again. 4 times. It's almost like they're trying to destroy their own country. It's crazy. But anyway, I don't want to rant about him too long. I'm actually kind of sick and tired of just thinking about him, let alone talking about him. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you like his carbon tax? If not, what do you how would you change it? What's your plan for the climate? Do you believe in climate change? Do you think it's as serious as the people or the experts? Every time I say expert now, I got to quote it just because of what happened a few years ago. But yeah, let me know what you think. I love hearing your comments, and I always try to reply as quickly as possible. And thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll be back shortly with another video.